Here's how I changed my relationship with food. I used to be completely obsessed with food. I couldn't stop thinking about my next meal, the last meal I had, or the one I was eating at the moment. I'd constantly count calories, analyze macros, plan desserts, and wonder if I'd have enough room for them. I'd think about the foods I thought I couldn't have but still craved. My days were spent thinking about food. Now, it's a completely different story. These days, I only think about food when I'm actually hungry. Like, what do I feel like eating? Or maybe I'll see a delicious food video on Instagram or TikTok and think, wow, that looks good. But it's not an obsession anymore. Honestly, I've almost become one of those people who forgets to eat lunch sometimes. Which, don't get me wrong, isn't great. Skipping meals isn't ideal, but it happens because I have more important things on my mind. Here's what I realized. When food is a problem for you, your brain gets stuck on it. It's like a loop that never ends. But as soon as you resolve that problem, the loop closes, and your brain can finally let it go. This isn't just about food, it's a psychological principle. If you're stressed or anxious about food, you'll keep thinking about it. But the moment food stops being an issue, those obsessive thoughts go away. I changed my relationship with food by first getting rid of restrictions. Restrictions create a mindset of deprivation, where you feel like you're constantly missing out. So, I ditched all the rules I'd made for myself and started eating intuitively. The second thing I did was stop using food to cope with my emotions. In the past, I'd reach for food instead of dealing with how I felt. Now I actually let myself experience my emotions, process them, and let them pass before even thinking about eating. The third thing was building a life that excites me outside of food. I started focusing on hobbies, interests, and goals that genuinely inspire me. If you feel addicted to food, or can't stop thinking about it, chances are it's your main source of entertainment or comfort. Think about what else you can focus on that brings you the same kind of joy or excitement, but isn't food. For me, it was content creation. Tapping into your creativity is incredibly fulfilling. It brings constant novelty, challenges your mind, and gives you a way to express your emotions in a healthier way, rather than burying them in food. That's a quick summary of how I healed my relationship with food. There's definitely more to it, so if you've got questions, feel free to ask.